All right, that is Donald Trump. You just heard in South Carolina after that fiery debate over the weekend, taking shots at the other GOP candidates, also seeming to clarify some of his positions in true Trump fashion. So let's open it up to the couch and see what, Guy Benson, you think of Trump in South Carolina. There are moments when you watch, and this is always the way it's been, where you go, yes, 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 and then you go, huh. How did you feel about watching Trump just now? How's he handling this?
As I always feel watching Donald Trump. Stream of consciousness, some interesting insights, a lot of nonsense. The reason he called Ted Cruz a liar about 17 times there, said that Ted Cruz has always been for amnesty, which is just bonkers. That's not true.
Why doesn't he take a shot at Rubio on immigration? I've always wondered that guy. I mean, he goes after Jeb because I know they have this personal history with that we've seen for some reason. But he seems to really be focusing on Cruz. He doesn't really bring up Rubio.
Well, he has attacked Rubio on immigration. He said both he and Cruz were for amnesty, and they would both dispute it. They have their own side battle on that whole issue. But the reason that Ted Cruz has brought up Donald Trump's record on the Second Amendment and issues like abortion and other things is because Donald Trump has had multiple positions on everything. So he can say right now, I'm the best and the strongest on the Second Amendment. I'm pro-life. It's a lie to say anything else. But there's videotape of him saying other things, which is why Ted Cruz is highlighting those issues, and that is not a lie to point out what Donald Trump has said, believed, and done over his entire adult life, most of which he spent in the Democratic Party.
Well, Katie, I get why he's focusing on Ted Cruz going into South Carolina. That's his biggest competitor, but down the road, it could be Marco Rubio.
It could be, yeah.
What do you think about all these candidates now training their sights on Trump? Do you think that he's able, as he said, with that earned media that he generates everywhere he goes? And he said these things before, Guy. We know he's made a lot of these comments before. Voters don't seem to care. Will they start caring now?
I think it depends. I mean, we've seen over the past couple of months that pointing out Donald Trump's record, it's not about him being a convert to conservative issues, it's that his record shows the opposite. So you can go out and campaign as a politician does and change your position on things, but his record shows differently and that he's actually supported very progressive policies. So far, it hasn't necessarily worked. I mean, we saw it work in Iowa. We saw Ted Cruz's ground game and a couple of super PACs.
He said that was a defraud, I believe.
Well, right, the defraud of Iowa. But, you know, previously it hasn't really worked out for the candidates to go after Donald Trump, but I think after the debate that we saw and him imploding with basically being a 9/11 truther, defending Planned Parenthood in a state like South Carolina, which is more socially conservative.
He wasn't a full truther. It's a little bit of a stretch to say he was a truther. I've seen that online. It's a little bit of a stretch.
He is beholden to one group, and it looks like it's MoveOn.org, given the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, Bush lied about weapons of mass destruction line. He trotted out.
He's also got to get over Iowa. I mean, it's like a breakup. Like, he can't get over it. Like, I dumped her. She didn't dump me. I totally dumped her.
He carries a grudge. He's going to pull Marco Rubio's hair at another debate before this is all over.
It's going to be interesting to see because all the candidates on that stage have evolved on something. And we've seen the last two presidential candidates, John McCain and Mitt Romney, took some fairly liberal positions themselves and sided with Democrats. And so you sort of scratch your head and you say, well, the party's done it before. Why is this different?
But their overall records were conservative, whereas Trump's overall record is
Mitt Romney was very liberal in Massachusetts, and John McCain sided with Democrats a lot of the time.
The danger is Trump looks like as much of a shapeshifter as Hillary Clinton does.
All right.